taking you on out to DBU right now. It is cold, and you can see the sleet and snow kind of coating the ground there. We got to about 2 inches in and around the Metroplex. Some higher totals up along the Red River with that, with the system over the weekend. But again, in and around Dallas and Fort Worth, about 2 inches, it looks like, with the accumulation that we've seen out there. 15 degrees now out at DBU as well. Look at that, the wind chill, 1 above. So yes, very, very cold out there for you this morning. So that's what we're going to be talking about here over the next few days. Those temperatures around the Metroplex now, heading out to Rockwall, you're at 15, 17, heading over to Terrell and Mesquite, coming back into the Metroplex, DeSoto, Lancaster, and Arlington, all at 16 right now. And we'll have some lower teens getting out to Weatherford right now at 12 and 13 there in Springtown. So as we go through the day today, we'll start out partly cloudy, and you see a few flakes still flying, maybe in our far northwestern counties. 1 or 2 may actually reach the ground out to our west. But again, for the most part, we're going to be done with the precip. So certainly nothing that will be accumulating out there for us here for today. And again, nothing more than a flake or 2 kind of flying around today. And I think by this afternoon, we'll start to see things clearing out a little bit. So we'll have some sunshine, plenty of that. But again, it won't be very warm at all, despite the sunny skies. In fact, as we look at the forecast high temperatures around the area here for today, now we could set records for the coldest high temperature later today, as we are only forecasting upper 20s. And right now, the coldest high temperature, 30 degrees. So we may not get there later today. You see Fort Worth around 28, 27, heading over to Dallas today. And we will see temperatures maybe close to the 30, right around perhaps just above freezing a little farther east today. But for the most part, yes, very, very cold, barely above freezing if we get there in any location here for today. Now, overnight lows tonight, we are talking about close to record lows tonight too. 12 is the record out at DFW, and that's about where we're going to be with those overnight lows for tomorrow. We'll be around 13 heading over to Fort Worth, Denton. You'll dip down to around 12 for tomorrow morning, 14 or so heading out to McKinney. So those low middle teens across all of North Texas for tomorrow morning. So yes, that dangerous cold sticking around for tomorrow morning, and factor in those winds. Tuesday morning, we're looking at those wind chills that will be well down into the single digits as well for tomorrow morning. Now, we've been talking about when we got below freezing, 4 a.m. on Saturday, and we're going to stay there for a while. We're forecasting today only around 28 or so. We may around noontime get above freezing, so that's going to put us around 79, 80 hours below freezing with those temperatures here. Not close to a record. You see 295 hours back in 1983, that the long cold winter. Some of you may have been around for that. And back in 21, of course, that most of us do remember, we were 139 hours below freezing. So we won't get close to that, but yes, close enough here as we head into this afternoon and the next couple of days. Here's the 14-day forecast when we finally get above freezing, and that will be tomorrow afternoon. We are or Wednesday afternoon. Tomorrow afternoon as well will be around 39 to 38 over the next couple of days through the middle of the week. So those weather alerts still in effect through tomorrow morning. And then later this week, we'll dip back below freezing as we get into Thursday and Friday, down into the upper 20s, but at least we get into the 40s as we get into Thursday. More cold air, though, moves in Friday, going into the weekend. Probably won't see much of any precip, so that's the good news, but it will be plenty cold as we get into the upcoming weekend. We'll have those overnight lows, upper teens around 20 once again, and we'll finally get back into the upper 40s on Sunday, so still well below normal all week. And then the second half of that 14-day forecast, we get close to 60 degrees by next Tuesday, and we'll keep those temperatures in the 50s through all of next week. All right, Erica, how are those roads? Still very slick out there.
Very